Hey America, Chef John, aka Thor. I'm all up in my get up. Hold up. I gotta represent. Alright. So here it is, okay? Long time ago I began coming up with the Thunder Cafe. The first images came to me, of course, in Baltimore International College back in 93, 95. This is Oregon. If you saw that, that's my medicine. I don't lie. I wouldn't be able to accomplish all the things that I've done without my medicine. And I really take a lot less of... I'm on Percocet. I don't want that in me. I'm on Klonopin. I don't want that in me. I'm a drug court survivor. Let's get back to the food. I'm a chef, man. Alright? All I want to be is healthy. Cook great food. Alright, so this is the Thunder Cafe. It was a class project, but I took it serious. I like to take things serious. Alright, so here was the very first floor plan that I had. Corner of Charlton and Broadway. Right now it's a bakery. Alright, they wanted $55 for that. So I ran my numbers and said basically I had to sell such and such amount of my top selling price item, which I'll be able to sell on a good turn after 3 months to 6 months, to 9 months, when people know it's in existence. That'll fly. All right, still I'm not putting that one out. Already, this called for a barbecue. This called for a bakery. We've already had at least, what, it was 2009, so like at least 13. I love that number. 12 barbecues. Let's give it a baker's dozen. 13 opened. Alright, and I was going to fill downtown with the smell of real barbecue chicken and, real smoked, like, take it way southern, way, like, and do it with the class of a real restaurant. Now, I was going to do all this by myself while we're still healthy, okay? This is my costing sheets. I got a bunch of guys together and we all sat down with paper like this and the menu, and we all went down, and I've got like 1,000 orders of people sitting down to eat. So that's how I created my marketing, working at my plan. All right, so you walk into the door, okay, and I'm looking for about 100 to 130 seating. Okay, I'd like to be able to push it from 110 fine dine regular night to 130 to 150 on a special event night. Now, the first thing that we got, all right, so I can go through this, the financial, the design, the menu, the narrative. All right. So we're going to talk about narrative demographics. Downtown Eugene, we know what's going on downtown. Right now, downtown Eugene is beginning to boom. Within 3 years, it is going to be booming big. Now, the problem is restaurants keep flipping and flipping and flipping and flipping owners and da. They have to have a ring. They have to have a base. All right, so the families that have really held on are the Marche, coming from the Excelsior. They've gone out to Ostera, which turned into the Italian Grill. He did a good job on the remake of the menu. Rocky was a good chef, but the move he made was the right move. Mozzie's been around for a while. I've seen it, all right? I've been here since 96. I came from a French college and walked around town and was like, went to Willie's, went to Chanterelle, went to Vistas, and at the Hilton, worked on the top of up there with Pin and Nor reductions and stuff. Top of the line food, right? So I've watched everything create. Who goes, who stays, who goes, who stays. You got to have something, all right? So I am Chef John, get a Gourmet. 3,000 videos, got that covered. I had to come at it a different way. I'm going to need people around me. But here it is, man. You walk through the doors, and the first thing you see is like Sonny Barger on his motorcycle over here, Martin Luther King right over here, and then over here Huey Newton, and then over here Lincoln, and and we fill it up with Gandhi and the brothers who made a difference, the ones who gave their lives, Tupac, Johnny Cash. Pictures of the men who made a difference, who came to this place, and it's going to be called the Thunder Cafe for that reason. All right? And you got Chef John on the show every day, don't you know? And I'm going to take you into my kitchen. And it's going to be like this kitchen. And you're going to be able to call up and be like, Chef, is that my order? I'll be like, yeah, because I'm going to be all hooked up, right? I won't go too far into exactly all the little spins and wins and wiggles on this, right? But I'm going to take technology and the ability to, oh, let's go Domino's. Oh, you need a credit. Oh, Caesars, go pick it up. I'm like, oh, no, man, how would you like to be watching your food? Watching as I explain how I run a station. Why? Because my food is the bomb, dude. The bomb, 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 bomb. And my restaurant is going to be so much fun because I'm going to have things going on that is going to blow your guys' mind. It's going to rock Eugene. It's going to be like, man, Pike's Pizza, bam! Was that a fish fly by? Everybody look around and says, that fool, the fish is flying. Yes, we are going to have fishes flying. All right? In essence. All right? I'm going to take the Thunder Cafe. And I want a group excited behind me. And I was just watching a thing about the president. The president's like, talking to this young lady, and they're talking about, you gotta motivate your employees by making your employees part of it and making them part of the scene. And a long time ago, I was in the Chef Network, and we were talking to all these chefs, and like huge discussions, Ramby, executive chef, Aju, and 20, 30 chefs discussing it. And somebody comes on and says, I need for a large corporation serving 15. And I'm not looking for a job. I'm handicapped, but I decided to make a proper statement. All the other chefs are, I'm happy to help you with that. I have lots of ideas here. I broke it into a 5-piece program, right? And the final part, which encompassed the entire thing, which is what I did in Lane Community College with my class, and with Heidi, and with Kwanzaa, and oh man, I can't remember all the students. There are so many students who were right there, excited, and sometimes they come in with so many ideas because I asked Chef, I said, hey, Chef, can I ask the class if they'd like to market the Renaissance Room and the omelet bar? We filled the Renaissance Room to capacity, except for days that's just not going to be full. Red Hat Lady Day, they take up most of the house, so it's going to be full. But Mondays, it's going to be a little off. And Tuesday's a little off, but otherwise, we took the omelet bar from selling bacon and omelet, got the stuff, to selling everything that that kitchen was putting out in 109. That meant all the bread items, all the pastry items, all the frozen food in the back. Chef said, what? I said, I want to make soup, Chef, because we had soup and I started selling soup. And soup sells and soup makes money. Let me make cioppino once with these jumbo shrimp. And we were making these beautiful, took it from $35 to $40 a day consistently on the best days. And down normally about like 20 to 30 to over 200 every day. 230, 250. Selling. We'd walk out there and I'd use my big voice. And some of the ladies would go with me, or one of the gentlemen and a couple of ladies, because waiters look good, man. Did you know waiters back in the day, and mostly in large cities, make more money than waitresses do? And it's just a point of fact. People like a man to wait on them more. I want my whole team. We all work together. It's going to be a team like you never see. Because we'll do like cartwheels over tables to like deliver a pizza and then run into the back because the toilet's gonna blow up, and we don't ever want the toilet to blow up. It happens. It's a message I left to my chef one day. Well, on the way to take my test, all dressed up nice in my background, and I'm like, watch my toilet, and I ran from the house. Go take my. Why am I talking about that? Well, I'm talking about a restaurant. It must have been some of that rich power in me. Lord, boy, what are you talking about that restaurant? Okay, so, Papa John might come by the restaurant, have a little talk with your white people, and then, I didn't say white people, I was just saying trying to see, type people, Eugene got some type people, and then, you come down there, and you see a fellow, he got some hair, and it's all got some funky, and it's all different colors, and then the girls,
I don't know what that was. That girl had the pink and the yellow and the red, and it wasn't even on her head yet. And I was like, Lord. And I'm like, that bird is going to be mighty mad at you trying to copy him. It's like that, you know, Papa John, come on down to the restaurant. So it's like this, man. You got to break it down. So, location will be 1300 Pearl Street, which used to be, is now La Perla. It used to be Farrell's a long time ago. Demographics, college students, homeowners, we know what's down there. A 3-block radius, 6-block radius. I lived in the area. Decor, wineries, this was more for the bistro, and which had a little bit more of a gentle Oregon bistro is what it was called, right? But still, this remains the same. I have over 2,000 recipes online right now, and I have all these already. And what this is a recipe sheet. So you take your item. AP quantity means actual purchase quantity, edible purchase quantity, all right? Then mozzarella preparation notes. This would be diced into chunks, and you'd have to have a process for everything, because you want everything bound into a measured in labor, measured in price, measured in quantity, measured in quality, every single time. Now that would be on a recipe sheet. We go to the next sheet back here. So I go through all my recipes, and then I go to the costing. Here's method, like on the pork tenderloin in au jus. That's a green apple Scotch bonnet au jus. That's pretty good. Let's get out of my recipes. All right, so here's all my items to the ounce, price to the ounce, students. Lane Community College students, when you do your project, go to Safeway or Winco or someplace where everything is priced to the ounce. Price all your products to the ounce. You will get through the project no problem. If you do it any other way and try to run by the book, you will get your ass kicked. Wait for a restaurant to use the book. Use what you learn in going into the Safeway. Compare your learning, all right? If you've been around for a while, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so here's, this was actually recipe costing. Okay, so cucumber, tomato, red onion salad. All right, so here's each item. Unit cost, yield, EP cost, extended recipe cost, all right, all the way down the line. But salt and pepper is the X factor. Olive oil, each and every item. Total cost, then the portion cost, all right, because with portion cost, the X factor adds for the spices. The food cost is the percentage that you're working with, and then I add bread and butter. So the portion cost goes up. So each and every item is worked through like that. Now then you have to take all your menu items, all right? So we have the Oregon Bistro up, or we have the Thunder Cafe up, right? And we've got like, we're going to start with like 30 or 40 items and cycle them. And a couple of standard stars that you're going to shoot right out the door, all right? And then I want I can't speak for them, but this is my dream, man. Not just for me, but I want them front line. I want them putting the food of grown in Eugene, down in the markets, on your table, man, in Eugene. Why should it go any further than right downtown, right to the restaurant, right to your plate within a couple of hours? What do you think about that? You know what I mean? And for the community college to really start using all its devices to create and establish not just an educational center, but an educational career center. I came out of there ready for my career after I was educated, because I didn't just stick around for culinary arts, which I knew already and had to relearn and really got deep into in the business, and I was serious about it this time. Last time I learned, but I wasn't serious like this time. This time I was like, I want to know these things, you know? I'm going somewhere. And I taught myself to sing, 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 and I could count. That was a 4, 4, 4 with a 3, 3, 3, if I want to twist it up. Look, and you know, I learned speeches, I learned writing, I learned sociology, which suddenly, oh my gosh, from a science fiction reader to sociology. And most of all, man, all the while I'm a chef. All the while I'm a chef. All the while he a chef. He be chefing. He be doing things. He just come out of nowhere and be like, what the hell you... Rabbit, what you doing on the show?
You were talking crazy in front of everybody. You're trying to talk serious about making a restaurant. And then you want to go all off with your Papa John. You were probably cursing and saying bad words, so knock it off!
Alright. Life is, man. Life is a joy, dude. That's how you break your numbers down, alright? You sell your items by your pork, your steak, your seafood, your chicken, your multi-vegan, your lacto-ovo, and then you sell your winners that people who eat anything, you want them to eat the best. Anything, all the time. I'm going to give them things that they're going to take home and just be like, I will buy those at least 3 times a week. And then it's going to be healthy for them, man. And they're going to be like, dude. And it's like, I walk right off the bus, and there's a guy in a chef coat with his food for me. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I am going to bring thunder to this town. Don't you catch me, I say. So many tears I'd cry. Yeah. Till it's over. So many tears I try. That's how the thunder show is gonna roll. How many times work things out? Yes, we did, baby. Oh, 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 always, always be in love. This is the Chef John Gourmet show I'm putting on today. Don't you know I'm on my way? Yeah, Thunder Cafe will be opening, I say. Man's gotta have a dream. Gotta make his way. Don't you know I say, dreaming on about the Thunder Cafe every day. Sweeter dreams than I've ever held in my mind. Oh yeah. It's over. It ain't over till it's over. So many tears I cry. So many tears I cry till it's over. Gonna open up my own little restaurant. Gonna teach him how to rock. Gonna bring it all around, I say. Gonna do it with handicaps and seizures. I don't care, it's time to play. It's trying to take things over. I'm gonna get on the dancing. Gonna get on the stage and sing. Gonna get on my feet and dance and bring till it's over. Gonna fix everything every way. Don't you know I might open up a club one day? After the restaurant, I say, when it's over. We're gonna roll it like that, you know what I mean? We're gonna bring Springfield back to rock and roll too. That's Thunder Cafe, aka Thor, right? I know what it looks like. I know what the numbers are, right? So, for running 130 tables, Each server can run 24 to 30 tables. I'm going to have multitasking servers, so I want them to run about 25 tables. So that means I'm going to need 5 to 7 dual-purpose servers, bussers, as well as I want them to know a little cold, so they have to know the kitchen as well. They don't have to know it deep, but they have to know some of it. Why? We tip everything in the house pool, because y'all servers make way too much in this tip compensation state, and it's based towards women. I know restaurants here who will not even hire a man as a waiter because they play that game. And for the back of the house guys, when you pay a server $10 an hour, all that money comes out the back of the house. So any of these states that don't have the tip compensation law, you know, because they're getting taxed, and basically what would happen as a server back east, I make 30 grand, but I just wouldn't get a check. All right? Here, they walk home with a minimum wage check and like 20 grand, 10 grand, and they're flip over servers. They're just the pretty girls from the college. And cooking deserves more respect than that. The ladies, I respect you in every form, in every way, as long as you respect yourselves. All right? That's why I always said to my girls, and I say to you ladies, and that's how it's always going to be. You know, don't want no lady doing nothing that misrepresents themselves. And hence why I'm reopening some of the clubs. Not going to be just one. I want to see some other clubs open up. A Hispanic club playing music again. I want to see a country club open up. I don't know nothing about that except for the fact that I can sing country. I can sing about anything. But it's like this, man. Just dream it, man. And make it happen. So I went from not being able to walk, not being able to handle my seizures, not having my medicine. For years, I was on the welfare. On the welfare, medical, you don't get no help. They want to give you Seroquel. Here's some Seroquel. We'll get it for you for free. Shit knocked you out. Made me fat. Lazy. Made me worse. Why? Because I was hurt. So I finally, stood up and represented and stopped thinking about like ending it and started getting busy and doing something. It's funny what happens when people make you mad and hurt you, because that's what I would do is I'd turn around and cook. You get so hurt and so mad and people did mean things to me, and I just, whatever, man, say I can't do this, I'll show you how well I can cook. I'll show you how well I can be happy. Boy, you ain't happy yet. I don't know what the hell wrong with you. I mean, they done tried to kill you. They done call you all these names. They done broke your hand and broke your head and done broke your mouth and they done broke your nose. What else they done broke? You broke your booty, right? They done don't hold me. You talking about my booty? Yeah, they done broke his booty. They done broke his booty. All I'm gonna say is, when I have the restaurant, you get your chance. That's all I'm gonna say. All right? Every Thursday. I'm East Coast, man. I'm a cat. This is a lion's tooth. This is how we play. We're gonna have some fun. And we're gonna have the best food. And we're gonna start pumping out culinary students. They're gonna start shaking this nation. Because guess what Chef John did, aka Thor? I shook the nation. Why? Because there isn't any senator or congressman or anybody who ever thinks about doing the snap challenge who can't wander across my ass, because I've been doing it for 3 years and I have over, how many videos do I have, guys? It stopped counting at like 3,200, 300 something, and then it stopped counting. I don't see the little number anymore. We're gonna find a way home. Gonna rise up from the ghetto like a storm. Well, I'm gonna teach all my people how to cook again. Take my brothers coming out from the pen. Make them stand up with pride, I say. U.S. man, the Barack president went into the federal penitentiary, spoke to the brothers, and they all talked around. They talked about how they got their college degrees and saw their babies in town, and how everything was coming around right for them, don't you see? And how they made some wrong decisions as a young black man in this country, 'cause it ain't easy, it ain't right. Sometimes they come for you in the middle of the night, but when you black or you're white and you're just pouring down, I say, you gotta get together and say peace up today, man. You know what I mean? If we all stand in a line, one person is just one person. If somebody stand next to me, that's two people. When three people stand, that's a wall, man. You stand as a wall because you won't be moved, man. Not because you must force yourself forward, but because you won't be moved anymore, man. Why do I get my face busted, and why do I get beat up by the police, and why don't like me a lot? Because I'm nobody's boy. Nobody's. I work for him. I work for, like, being better, you know, and I fall down. I try to hold myself up to some concepts that I wrote a long time ago. Ain't no easy thing. I also try to hold myself up to some concept called and peace, and just making things better. Believing that all of us at once can stop the stupid suffering, man. I don't care what y'all people is doing, but I care if people are suffering. All the, like, suffering, the sickness in this town, that little, it's just going to be washed away by the good time. That's what I'm looking forward to. That's what all this weed is all about. All the parties all about. Let's get real, man. Rockin' College is over here. Let's get this town going, man. Yeah, you know, and we're going to start breaking Springfield up into, like, Facebook groups, just like the Whiteaker neighborhood and the other neighborhoods. Come on, man. We're going, well, you know, it's time to do this now, man. Because there's too many kids out there that 10 years ago, the kids were out running around being the knuckleheads with guns. And I'm like, why the hell have I been away so long, all right? Because Peace Up was born here, and it is not about that. And so the exact opposite started happening here. All right, I'm getting off my high horse on that and just get back to the restaurant. Good organic food, good food made from the farms here. We deal directly with the farms. We compost directly back to the farms. We became sustainable, financially sustainable. I opened my mouth and said the college's name. I am not a spokesperson for the college at all. I'm a man with a dream and a vision. And I think the students really need this, because I watched the program change from 2006 and 2007, where we were all together and we went in the lab and we went into the Renaissance room and we had 3 major dinners, and we were constantly there, and sometimes if we had to stay late. And then they started doing the classrooms and the labs and moving you guys around, and the camaraderie, the solidarity broke down. Everybody started doing the star chef thing, because TV made chefs really, like, woo, from like 2007 until now, you know, or, you know, last year it started pittering out. No, man, because everybody's starting to cook now. Everybody's starting to get into it. And it's amazing to watch on all the different home cooking things, and like Eugene Foodies, what's up, guys? And, you know, and Food Lovers Lane County. With that, just water. Maybe a little coffee. But later I'm making an Alfredo with white wine and on fettuccine with some sausage. All right.